A pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. For example, Ramya is a beautiful girl. She sings beautifully. In the previous video, we came to know that Ramya is a proper noun. Here, Ramya is a beautiful girl and she sings beautifully. This word she is used in the place of Ramya. Here, she is nothing but Ramya. That's why she is used instead of Ramya. Ramya is a beautiful girl. Who is a beautiful girl? Ramya is a beautiful girl. Ramya. She sings beautifully. Who sings beautifully? She. She is Ramya. So that's why Ramya sings beautifully. Here, instead of using Ramya, we are using she. So that's why she is called pronoun, because she is used instead of a noun. So a pronoun is a word used instead of a noun. Ramya is a noun and she is a pronoun. The pronoun she is used in the place of Ramya instead of Ramya. That's why she is pronoun for Ramya. If you take another example, Gopal plays football. He plays tennis too. Here, Gopal plays football. Gopal is a noun. In the second sentence, he is used instead of Gopal. He is nothing but Gopal. Gopal plays football and he plays tennis too. He is used instead of Gopal. That's why he is a pronoun. Like that, the pronouns which are related to persons. This pronoun she is related to Ramya. Ramya is a person. The pronoun he is used instead of Gopal. Gopal is a person. So that's why she and he are called personal pronouns. So pronouns which are related to persons are called personal pronouns. Now we are going to discuss personal pronouns. These are three kinds. Personal pronouns are three types. Those are first person, second person, and third person. So first person, what is first person? The person speaking. The person who is speaking is called first person. So there are two kinds of first person. Those are I and we. For example, if anybody is speaking, the person speaks. For example, some person is speaking like that. I am a tourist and I traveled many places in the world. I am a tourist. I traveled many places in the world. Here, the person, when he is speaking, he used I because he is the person speaking. That's why he used I. That is the first person. And when he says something about his family, he can use we. For example, I am a tourist and I traveled many places in the world, but I could not meet my family. We all live in Simla, but I could not meet my family. We all live in Simla. He is saying something about his family. Here he used we. We in the sense his family, the members of his family. That is plural. So in the first person, I is singular and we is plural. Next, second person. Second person is the person spoken to, that is you. If the person who is speaking is called first person, the person spoken to is called second person. Always the first person speaks to second person. He is speaking. He is spoken to. He is a speaker. First person is a speaker and he is a listener. Second person is a listener. For example, I gave you a book last week. Here, the person who is speaking is I, and he is speaking to you. The communication is transferred from first person to second person. The first person is I and second person is you. First person may be singular. If it is singular, I. If it is plural, we can use we. Whether it is singular or plural, we can use only you. Next one is third person. The third person or the person or thing spoken about. That is he, she, it, and they. The person or thing spoken about. Suppose the first person is speaking, the second person is listening. He is first person speaking and the second person is listening, and then both are first person and second person are discussing or talking about the third person. She, he, or it, or they. They are speaking about this person. For example, Mahesh is speaking. When he is speaking, he is first person. And Suresh is listening. When Suresh is listening, when he is listening, he is second person. And then there's Mahesh said that I watched a film yesterday. I know it was Titanic. And they are speaking. When Mahesh is speaking, he used I. When Suresh is speaking, he also used I. When Mahesh is speaking, Suresh is listener. And when Suresh is speaking, Mahesh is listener. Here, Mahesh and Suresh are talking to each other, but they are talking about a film, Titanic. This is third person. There is no relationship between that thing and these persons. So that is third person. They are speaking about a film. The pronoun for film is it. So it is the third person. Like that, let us sum up all these three persons. The personal pronouns are three kinds. That is first person, second person, and third person. First person. So for every person there is a singular and a plural. The first person singular is I. First person plural is we. And second person singular is you. Plural is also you. And third person singular he, she, it. And third person plural is they. The first person speaking. The second person spoken to, the third person spoken about. Suppose they are speaking about a person, a boy or a man, we can use the pronoun he. If they are speaking about a girl or a woman, we can use she. If they are speaking about a thing, we can use it. In the previous example, we use it for the film. And if they are speaking about many persons, we can use they.